This is my video project, Is the Super Bowl Making You Snack? By Etzbach.
Has all day, loaded up, taking a shot, looking for A.J. Brown. He's got it! Touchdown!
The Super Bowl, a yearly event to culminate the 18-week regular season and 3-week playoffs, which crown one team from the NFL or National Football League as the league champions of that year. This event is a highly anticipated television spectacle that is marked in the calendars of countless Americans and is one of the biggest events marketed each year. The game has recently been played each year since 2022 and going forwards on the second Sunday of February. The game itself is a spectacle that arguably brings together the two best teams of the NFL each year, with countless stars and superstar players from a wide array of sports in attendance outside of the players on the field. The game also is a place for celebrities to show out and appear in the eyes of the public. The Super Bowl. Unlike the World Cup or the Olympics, which are two globally renowned and publicized sporting events, is a significantly more American event that is often highly marketed only to viewers from or in America. Even with this fact, the game still has a viewership of over 80 million people, with there being 113 million viewers for this year's Super Bowl 57, highlighting the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. The viewership for the game has never fallen below 70 million viewers in its existence, serving as one of the most viewed television events each year. Last year, in 2022, the Super Bowl served as the most watched American television event, and the game was globally recognized as close to the top of all globally screened events, along with the World Cup in Qatar, the Winter Olympics in Beijing, and the death of Queen Elizabeth II. But the Super Bowl doesn't have any relation to food or food studies, does it? Actually, it does. The Super Bowl, along with being one of the most viewed television events of each year, is also a time of gathering and meeting among friends and families, accounting for parties and get-togethers nationwide. Since its transition into being called the Super Bowl, there has also been an increased media association with the game. There has begun to be an understanding within media and marketing teams that one of the best ways to bring awareness to your product or company is through an ad during the Super Bowl. This fact is prevalent in the price for an ad during the airtime of the Super Bowl. From the price of $37,500 per 30 seconds at Super Bowl I to now $4.5 million per 30 seconds at Super Bowl 49 and $7 million for the price of a 30-second ad at Super Bowl 56. Companies are willing to invest their capital into a commercial that lasts 30 seconds just so that it is aired during the Super Bowl. This shows the influence that commercials being shown during the game has on audience. Companies spend millions of dollars on top of paying for the slot in production and direction of their commercials, which have become a yearly spectacle for Super Bowl audiences. There has become a new expectation surrounding the commercials that are shown during the event, meaning that they are compared and contrasted by audiences. In order to create a lasting effect, these ads are made to a level of almost Hollywood quality, while being obscure and memorable, in an attempt by brands to make audiences remember just one commercial. Theirs.
Miss, want to try out my time machine? It runs on Doritos.
Sure. So now what?
Gotta put the whole bag in.
Okay.
Yes.
It's really working, Jimmy! This is the greatest moment of my life!
Get out of my yard!
Jimmy? You're so old.
1/3 of the ads that were shown during the Super Bowl this year in 2023 were ads for food or beverage. Some of the most recognizable brands with ads this year were Pepsi and Coke, along with Doritos and Snickers, and alcohol brands such as Budweiser. Another way to look at this is that viewers can expect a majority of the food and beverage ads that are shown this year during the Super Bowl to be for products that can be considered junk foods, or foods that contain a high quantity of calories, fat, sugar, and sodium.
Sam Adams Boston Lager. Now brighter?
Oh, imagine that. A brighter Boston.
A brighter boss. Your cousin from Boston.
Morning, neighbor.
Huh?
Take the parking spot. You take the parking spot. I insist. No, I insist.
Hey, what do you want to do?
What?
Welcome to Boston. We love New Yorkers here.
Hey, you want to go? To the ballet? Dump them. Recycling. Takes all of us.
Hey, when you're finished with that can, put it over here.
We only got one planet. And why talk trash? You can spread love. Thank you. Spread love, spread love, spread love.
Hey, genius. Your card declined.
Oh, okay, just gotta call my mom. All right. Be right back. Boston Lager, now brighter. Sam Adams, baby.
Jennifer Harris, PhD, the Director of Marketing Initiatives at Yale University's Rudd Center for Food Policy and Obesity in New Haven, states that studies show if you see an ad for a product and then try it for the first time after, you will end up liking it more than if you didn't see the ad. These ads are really working to shape our preferences as well as triggering us to eat more foods that are high calorie and high sugar. Harris says, if you see a commercial trying to give you information, you know exactly what it's doing. But if you're being entertained, you're not looking at it in the same way, which is probably what makes it more effective. This may be part of the reason why Super Bowl ads are so extreme and obscure. By trying solely to entertain the audiences, brands and companies are no longer trying to sell a product, but instead to entertain. Harris also acknowledges that research suggests TV commercials can prompt you to eat. Advertising triggers an automatic eating response that can make you eat more of basically any food that's in front of you. Frederick Zimmerman, PhD, an economist and professor of health services at the UCLA School of Public Health, claims that even though it may seem obvious, those images, also known as ads, work on us at a subconscious level. In his research on the health effects of television on children, and more recently adults, Zimmerman found that the number of commercials people see is more closely linked to the risk of being overweight or obese than the total time they spent watching TV. Jonathan Whiteson, MD, the Director of Cardiac and Pulmonary Rehabilitation at New York University's Langone Medical Center, argues that we're led to the watering hole, or really, the beer and the burger. If fruit companies and tap water companies were advertising in the same ways, we'd be going in that direction instead. Whiteson has also claimed that in his research he has found that many Americans consume more food on Super Bowl Sunday than on any other day of the year except for Thanksgiving.
Hey, I'm actor Ben Stiller.
And I'm better actor Steve Martin.
What?
Well, you're a comic actor. That's not really acting.
Okay, you couldn't act your way out of a paper bag.
Oh, you couldn't act your way into the paper bag that I was acting in.
That makes no sense.
Well, oh, so now we're making sense.
Over actor.
Under actor.
Sell out.
You're doing a commercial.
So are you.
Pepsi, zero sugar.
Tastes great. Screw you.
No, screw you.
In order to better understand the effect that these commercials have on us as viewers, I want to look at an experiment by Rudd Center, run by Harris, conducted in 2009. The researchers randomly divided 98 young people into 3 groups and showed each group an episode of the TV show Whose Line Is It Anyway? The participants were told that the study was about the effect of TV on mood. The episodes the groups watched were identical, except for the commercial breaks. One version contained ads for junk foods, such as candy, soda, and fast food, that emphasized fun and excitement. Another version had ads for nutritious foods, such as oatmeal and OJ. And a third version contained no food advertising at all. All 3 versions had some non-food commercials as well. After watching the show, the study participants were moved to another room, where they were told that they could eat as much as they want from an array of snack foods, ranging from healthy vegetables and dip to not-so-healthy cookies. The participants who saw the unhealthy snack commercials ate the most, even if they reported not feeling hungry. In theory, if this study represents the average response to being shown a high percentage of junk food commercials during a television event, we can conclude that viewers are eating and indulging not only more in the foods marketed, but also eating more in general. How many of you watching this video project right now and seeing any of these commercials have been taken back and reached down and ate something that was previously in front of you? Or how many of you will subconsciously feel inclined after this video ends to go and grab food from your pantry or shelf? Who knows? But if these ads work the way that they are supposed to, or that these brands and studies claim that they work, I would like to think that maybe you were already on your way to grab some food from the pantry right now. Or your stomach is longing for a snack or something to ease the hunger that resulted in watching and hearing so much about all of this food. So, to the viewer of this video, I say happy eating. Enjoy that can of soda or those Skittles or even some avocados from Mexico.
Eat them!
Avocados from Mexico.